We're over the border. We're in Canada. We're at Mosport. Trucks next.
We are Mosport!
We're here at Mosport for today's NRSL Next Era Energy Truck Series race. Canadian Tire 150 live from Mosport. Hello, my name is Warren Keith, up here in the booth for this one today. So let's get to your starting lineup, brought to you by Oreo. Get a different camera angle here. On the pole is Hyatt, along with Benjamin Miles alongside him. Then go back here, Jonathan Zorlin, as the thing doesn't want to go with me today. Dylan Young, Hyatt, as yeah, it's not really working with me today. Young, Bryant, there it goes. Roush, Jones, Commons, Pritchard, Floward, Ross, Shane Lake, Cole Deaver, and Gorman. Let's get through the rest of the field here. Last week was Auto Club. As the sound decided to cut out for a second. Last week was Auto Club, and Preston Ploward got the win in California. But this week, we're up here as RJ Bishop qualifies last for today's Canadian Tire 150. Last week was Auto Club, so today we're at the first road course of the season. And what better place to be than Mosport, getting ready for today's race. Got Xfinity and Cup coming up the next 2 days. But this is definitely going to be the one to look forward to, as this is going to be the big topic of the season. With no chase, who can come out of here alive with a good points day? I think we're getting...
Drivers, start your engines!
Thank you, rip off, whoever you are. Engines are fired up. You should see the cars rolling off here pretty soon. As there they go. Ooh. Someone already getting in the pit lane wall. A couple trucks in the pit lane wall, heading out towards the Michelin bridge. We're using Goodyears today, not Michelin's, but let it be with Let It Be as we get ready for the Exalta pace lap. As we're gonna flip it around to the pace truck, the Chevy Silverado. So, this is first road course of the year. My favorite road courses in the world is Mosport. And the big question is, who can come out of here alive today with a win? Better yet, a better points day. Let's look back here. You got Hyatt up in the front. Then you got Benjamin Miles. Pretty good choices to win. You start up front, you have a good shot. You got Dylan Young, Jonathan Zorlin having a good qualifying effort. You know who else had a better qualifying effort than the last 2 weeks? Bobby Isaac. He's starting mid-pack. Good job for him, showing his road course stouts. But let's talk about that 24 for a second. He's been pretty quiet, finished pretty good at Daytona in Auto Club respectively. Stayed out of trouble both races. And is starting second, actually he's starting first today. So going to see what he can do in that inside lane. Technically he's second, but we're going to give him the pole because he is on the right side entering turn 1. So technically the pole goes to Benjamin Miles. So flip through this field a little bit more, try to find a driver here. There's your last week's winner, Preston Ploward in the 42 Texaco Javelin Dodge Ram. As the rest of the field heading down the Andretti straight here. Beautiful track here in Mosport. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. He's got Ember Ross inside of him. Cole Deaver almost had a win last week. Couldn't get it done. And looking back through the field real quick. Driver to look forward to this season. Nathan Hudson, he's been quick in practice. RJ Bishop was pretty quick in practice too. It's surprising he's starting dead last, but we'll see what comes of it as the Silverado pace truck head towards the pit lane to get this one started here at Mosport. Benjamin Miles technically has the pole, so we're going to stick on him as he comes through the final corner. Getting ready for this one here. Green flag in the air. We're underway here at Mosport. Wasting no time at all. Goes Benjamin Miles to the inside. He's going to grab the position from Hyatt, but Hyatt definitely going to fight back. JT Bryant with a big move. Good block off turn 1. As we're going to try to keep an eye on these drivers. They tend to get a little fancy through here. Saw 2 dump and runs in practice through turn 2. They keep it clean the first time run through turn 2. There's Jim Jack. Chris Dollerton didn't really talk about him much the last 2 weeks, but there he is running comfortably right now, 23rd. We'll put up the Fox ticker for you. As they head up to the famous turn 4 and 5 complex, I believe it is. Gotta be careful through here. A couple drivers dump and run in practice here as well. That's a very nice camera angle to show you the trucks flying down the Andretti straight. Nathan Stapleton now near the rear of the field. RJ Bishop starting to make his way through. Drivers back here. Philip Parker. Almost had a Daytona win. Didn't get it done though. Finds himself back here battling for... Ooh. That was a little touch and go. Find your Daytona winner. There he is. All the way back in the back of the field. No cream for Zach Flickinger today. He's going to have to fight his way through. Ooh. Very lucky he didn't get dumped by Nathan Stapleton right there. Hyatt has pulled out a pretty convincing lead right now. Excuse me there. As he's pulled out, about 1 and, what do you say, quarter second over Benjamin Miles, who is now under attack from Jonathan Zorlin. Just behind him there in the 5. There he is. That Bill Davis Racing 5 machine. Dylan Young not too far back, trying to peekaboo into this battle. Zorlin goes wide. Young wants to follow. Couldn't get the move done. That's allowed Benjamin Miles to get free now and start running down Hyatt. Back in the field, trying to see if anything's happened. Not yet. You had the Cracker Barrel and Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet side by side. It looked almost identical. So head down towards the right-left complex at the end of the lap. This is going to be interesting to watch coming off the final turn. See if anyone gets dumped in this pack. They tend to do it. Dylan Young not in their best position. Off the final turn, they keep it sane for this lap. As we'll try to see if anyone else is ending their days early. This is a track of survival, folks. If you can get it done here, you can get it done anywhere. There's Jones making his way through the field. Started pretty far back. Did a pretty good job that first lap, to be honest with you. Let's take a look at the fastest lap right now. It is Benjamin Miles and Hyatt. So front 2 getting it done up front. No question there. So when we said you had a shot to win at the front, I wasn't kidding. We'll shoot right on back to the front, as that is the best battle on the racetrack right now that is worth points. Heading down the Andretti straight. Benjamin Miles thought about it through his JT Bryant now making a move back there. I think it's on Scott Roush in the 60. We'll see this time by. We're going to keep it on this camera. I want to see if Benjamin Miles can improve that lap time, as I have got an itch in my throat today. Good Lord. Through the left-right complex. Not getting much of it here. Zorlin's gotten back in the battle now. He's caught up. I'm expecting a 5 car to be somewhere near this battle soon. That, indeed, he was. He jumped up to second on the speed charts. As the speed charts are really starting to jumble around now, as trucks are getting clean air onto their trucks. Let's see. Scott Roush had a pretty quick lap. He's sitting 6th. Hyatt dropped from the 2nd fastest lap to 5th. Again, this is times, not positions, so don't look at it like that. That's your leaderboard right now. Benjamin Miles has definitely closed the gap, but the driver on the move is Jonathan Zorlin, no question. He's actually closed that gap even more now from the final turn. So it's about an even gap from 1st, 2nd to 3rd, with Dylan Young in 4th. Young in 5th as Scott Roush gives him the touch and go. Good. Oof. JT Bryant right behind them. Brett Pritchard making his way through. This is going to be a good battle to watch here. Let's see what JT Bryant does. Does he go to the inside or outside through here? That's going to be interesting to see. Oh, he thought about going to the outside, but last second move to the inside. I don't think Young liked that very much. Now he's going to battle back with Bryant. Bryant shoving him a little wide. Rumble strip for Young. Loses him time. Brett Pritchard now in the show. Trying to get it done. Behind him, Sky Commons. We didn't talk about much about him. He had a little trouble at Daytona. Getting stuck below the yellow line and ruining his race. McGee back here. He's doing a pretty good season. Pretty quiet, but getting the points he needs early in the season. As you can get the points you need early, you can cement yourself into a good championship run. Jones, talked about him. Ploward, Ember Ross. What can we say about Ember Ross? I mean, the first 2 races really haven't gone the 46's way, if you think about it. Had a good run at Auto Club, that's true, but Daytona was a pretty big stinker for Ember Ross. Cole Deaver almost had the win last week. Couldn't get it done. Preston Ploward took it away. Final turn, final lap at Auto Club. Behind them is Daniel Harmon. Haven't really talked about him right there. The 54 Toyota. And Gorman. Shane Lake. The Bass Pro Shops 21. Is any drivers retired out of the race so far? No, we are pretty good, which is better than practice. We had 2 drivers, actually 4 drivers retire out of practice. I take that back. Bobby Isaac. He seemed to start in the back the first 2 races, make his way to the front, and that was that. But a better run today for Bobby Isaac. Here's John Arndt in the 05 Zaxby's Dodge Ram. Looking through here now, Alex May had a good run at Daytona. Chris Darlington. A lot of drivers here had a really good run at Daytona. Can't get it done on the road courses. There's one of the Flickinger boys. Parker. Erickson, he had a good run at Auto Club. Nathan Hudson, one of my championship favorites, being stuck in the back. He had a pretty good run at Daytona and Auto Club. Looked to be pretty strong, but road course is seeming not to be his thing. James Shelley having the weirdest finish I've ever seen in a race last week at Auto Club. I mean, good Lord. You come down pit road, final lap, you call it quits. What are you doing, Goofy? What are you doing? Nonetheless, I thought a drink would cause help that, but apparently not. Shelley being stuck back right now in the 30th position. Johnny Gardner not having the best of seasons in the 22 American Ethanol Chevrolet. There's a Brandon Crasta back here. I think it's Zachary Fitzwater, as it is. Got involved in a wreck last week. Took him out of the race pretty early. Zach Flickinger back here as well. Your Daytona winner. Joanna Long. We haven't talked much about her. And then started last and is currently last right now in 36th. RJ Bishop. So, I'm sorry, I'll take that back. Nathan Stapleton is last at the moment in 37th. It's back to the front. Not much has changed, as Hyatt has still got a gap over Benjamin Miles. That's a battle for first and second. Let's see, Scott Roush has actually closed the gap on Dylan Young. We'll see if that changes. Brett Pritchard's actually gotten around Sky Commons. So a little bit of movement. Steve, actually, Young's gotten back around Pritchard. So Young being able to fight off the one Mopar Dodge. McGee back there in 10th, making his way into the top 10. For the first time, I'm going to be able to say this. We're lap 7 of 16, heading to lap 8. Halfway, it's time for NRSL Nonstop.
The control of fire led to many things. Warmth, protection, and a method for cooking meat. And eventually, it led to buffalo chicken tenders. Arby's 2 for $5 mix and matches back for a limited time. Arby's, we have the meats.
Look, there's no law that says your truck can only haul gravel. Introducing the new 2018 Ford F-150 with best-in-class towing, best-in-class payload, and best-in-class torque. The F-150 lineup has the capability to get big things to big places big time. So bring out your ATVs, your campers, your Palominos. Hey, you're not always working, but your truck is. This is the new 2018 Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
Welcome to Burger King. Try the 2 for $6 mix or match deal, now including the crispy chicken.
This is weird.
Yeah.
You guys practice this?
Nah.
That's 2 Whopper sandwiches, 2 crispy chicken sandwiches, or mix one of each for just $6. Only at Burger King.
The NRSL on Fox is brought to you by Burger King, home of the new 2 for $5. I hope I got that right. And also by Ford, the F-150. It's not the bar, pal. It's raising the bar. And by Arby's, we have the meats. Welcome back to Mosport. You haven't missed anything. Lap 9 of 16. Pretty long laps around here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. We're looking at Cole Deaver battling right now with Harmon. That's a battle for, well, let's see here, 14th on the track. It's a pretty good battle we were looking at on NRSL Nonstop. A big battle we were looking forward to on NRSL Nonstop was Dylan Young's with Scott Roush and JT Bryant. But he seems to have broken away from that and caught up to Jonathan Zorlin as Benjamin Miles tailgating. Good Lord. He really is tailgating that 62 Chevrolet. He could make a move here for the lead. Let's see if he bounces. Does he do it? He's gonna wanna. He's gonna have to. If he's gonna win this race, he's got to get out of line. He's tucking in. He's just trying to intimidate him right now. Zorlin's gotten away from Young. He's just tailgating. He's just right on that back bumper of Hyatt. Really, that's a bump. That's a touch by Benjamin Miles there on Hyatt. Trying to tether the feathers. Feathers, yeah. There you go. Of Hyatt. It's been the 2 dominant trucks the whole day. Let's take a look at the fastest lap on the racetrack. It's still the same as it was. McGee actually jumped up that leaderboard. He's in 3rd now on the fastest laps. But it's so close for the lead. If these two can just get battling, that could bring Jonathan Zorlin and Dylan Young into the picture as they head underneath the Continental Tire Bridge. See if Benjamin Miles tries anything here. This is the famous spot in real life to do the bump and run. Miles, didn't get that good of an exit though. But he's still on the tailgate. He's not that far off. Young's actually lost some ground. On Zorn, I think these tires are starting to really fall off here. What was the last lap time for these guys? Yeah, these tires are really a commodity right now on these trucks. So maybe just trying to battle to this pit stop, see what we can do. Maybe that's why Benjamin Miles, he got really aero pushed right there. As Hyatt giving the indication to come in. Your leader coming to the pits. Oh, Zorlin missed the pits. Oh, so did JT Bryant. Oh, that's a common thing at this track. Ember Ross saying, yeah, no, I'm not going to do what they did. I'm just going to wait. Oh, 25 couldn't get in the pits. This track narrows up so much at the pits. Brandon Cresta done. Ember, the glitch. This happened season 4. NRSL Universal Orlando Cup Series. We've seen this before. This is going to take some drivers out of this one. Where did this put Benjamin Miles? Oh, and he's going to be... Oh. Well, race done for Benjamin Miles. I was hoping maybe he would get out ahead of Hyatt. Try to get a... Oh, man. What a dilemma. So, Hyatt has got himself a nice gap now over Dylan Young, technically on the racetrack. And Scott Roush in third. I'm not counting Benjamin Miles because he's going to come in this time and presumably end his chance of a win here. There's no cautions on the road courses, so there's no way for him to get back in this one. Heartbreaker for the 24 team. Had a pretty good run today. Actually got a really good run on the Andretti straight on their on Hyatt. Whereas Hyatt got something wrong. Benjamin Miles just flying by Hyatt. I don't understand. Is there something wrong with the 62? We're going to definitely look at that, as Miles just flew by the 62, or maybe the 62 just knew the situation and is just trying to ride this out. Miles definitely, as he is, he's coming in now. He makes the pit road A-okay, but Benjamin Miles done. First shot at the win. Not a bad, not that out of it for points, as I think it's Erickson on pit road at 18. Getting his service. I think he's one of the drivers who missed the pits as well. But Miles got that long trip down pit lane here. You think he's got the second box. He's got the first box. So yeah, tough break for your pole sitter, Benjamin Miles. As you see the pack flying by, there's Philip Parker. So I'm just going to put him back way in the field. You see a 24 fifth. That's no more. As Benjamin Miles is back now with Shelley, Gardner. So he's back a ways now. Grass is back here. Some of the drivers who missed the pit road the first time around. Ember Ross, William Flickinger, two of the drivers. Gorman missed it the first time around, so did Jordan Long, and all the way back to Hyatt, who is keeping a pretty sane gap right now over Dylan Young and Scott Roush. So Ford's trying to make their way up now to battle with this Chevy. It'll be a good win for Hyatt. Get him in the championship bout. But Scott Roush ain't gonna have any of it. He wants to get by Dylan Young to race with Hyatt. So look at the fastest laps again. Yeah, still the 20. You might see some fast laps now. We might see some fast laps, but I'm not gonna bet on it. I think those laps are over. Let's look back here. Who's also in a contention for a top 5? Wow. Young's in contention. So it was Pritchard. So good day for both them gentlemen. So they're just trying to eat away at this season. Sky Commons wants a top 5. So is McGee and Ploward. Ploward could do really good in points if he can get a top 5 here. And he could get it the way these drivers might start racing here at the end. McGee all over the back of Jones. Nowhere for him to go. That's maybe contact. Jones wanted the inside, but Harmon's got the inside of Ploward. Now this is a good battle for position heading down the Andretti straight. Cole Deaver wants in on it. So does Bobby Isaac. Wow. Nathan Hudson also back there. I just saw the Overwatch Toyota Tundra back there as well. See if I am correct. Indeed I am. And Connor Meyer as well. So some big names back here trying to get their way through. Also Shane Lake and John Arndt. Some of the drivers hanging on the back of this one. There's Nathan Stapleton. Pretty good run by him as Chris Darlington almost ended his race. The 33 almost punting the 97 of Backmarker Motorsports off the track. There's Jim Jack. Also giving Nathan Stapleton a tough time. Poor Nathan Stapleton, man. That's some 2 terrible races. Both races involved in wrecks. At Daytona had the visor cam, and then at Auto Club got involved in that early wreck that took him out of it. So hopefully Nathan Stapleton can finish the day out. Jonathan Sekuli going around the outside in the Snickers 27. Where's Benjamin? There's Benjamin Miles. Wow, he's really falling back. Tough break for him. Now, can lap cars start playing an issue? Joanna Long is the nearest lap down truck to Hyatt. I'm going to come to 2 to go this time here at Mosport. You definitely could get pretty involved here. And this could open the door for Dylan Young and Scott Roush to potentially come into a chance to win this race. That'd be awesome for them. But it's all in the hands of Hyatt right now if he catches these lap trucks. The first of them is indeed Joanna Long, but she's got herself a little gap. It's not much of a gap, but it's a gap, and it's something she could definitely try to hold on to. With about 2 laps to go. She's technically got 3. So, where is Hyatt? Yeah, he's... Oh, it could be close. And this could come down to final corner, final lap. Because where is Jonah Long on the speed charts? Where is she at? She's 36th. And the... 2 seconds off the pace on average with the fastest lap. Then you add in, what was the last lap for these guys? It was a 1:30. What was it for Joanna Long? A 1:30. So actually Hyatt lost time to Joanna Long that last lap. So I don't think he's gonna get there. But if he does, again, that could open up the door for this. God, that is just a battle back here for the top 5 position. It's now Bobby Isaacs jumped on board this battle, and Cole Deaver. This is a little scrap that we need to keep our eyes on, especially for point's sake. Let's look back up. This group of 4 is definitely broken off from these cats back behind them. That's a top 5 right there with Brett Pritchard. As the white flag is in the air, we know Hyatt is up in the lead, but right now we're just going to try to keep our eyes on this as long as we can, as this is a battle for a top 5 as Zach Flickinger coming off pit lane. Sky Commons wants a top 5. No question about it. He'll do anything to get it. Brett Pritchard wants a little bit more. He wants 4th. Jones wants a top 5. Who else wants a top 5? McGee, he desperately needs one. There's going to be contempt to sell. This is going to be interesting heading up here. We're going to look at the front of the field. No real sign of Hyatt slowing down. Oh, they all got even runs out of that. McGee got a good run. That's going to be for 7th. If he can get past Jones, not going to look like it. Oh, but Dylan Young. Too late? Let's see. He's closed the gap. He's got a draft. I think it may be too little too late for D. Young. Let's see. Heading into the final 2 corners. Dylan Young. Can he get there? I don't think he's going to do it. And indeed, he's not. Coming off the final turn, Hyatt wins at Mossport. And this is just great stuff back here. Wow. Good job. McGee couldn't get the position. But that's the least of the worry. That was a good little scrap for trying to get a top 5. Here's Jim Jack trying to get past Darlington. Can't do it off the final turn. Where's Stapleton got punted really deep out of that. Shelley, there's Benjamin Miles. What could have been for the 24? Target Texaco Dodge as he crosses the line. What could have been? Brandon Crasta coming across the line. One of the longest races of the season, competitive-wise. No cautions, just all-out racing. Ember Ross and William Flickinger. And I believe that's, yeah, Andrew Gorman going across. And Joanna Long going to be the final truck to come across the line here at Mossport. Again, one of the longer races of the season when it comes to just non-stop. There goes Joanna Long across the line. Hyatt getting it done here at Mossport. Hell of a job by that 62 machine. Let's take a look at your top 10. They got Hyatt, D. Young, Scott Roush. They missed the pits again. Oh boy. Hopefully they I think everyone missed the pits. Yeah. Nathan Hudson's done. Granted, the race is over, but still, it's funny to watch. Oh. Okay, if we make a bloopers reel at the end of the season, this is going to be on it. This is just... Well, here come some more guys. Let's see if Shelly makes it. Nope, Shelly's done. Benjamin Miles is done. He just wants to get to the pits. I don't blame him. Sonny, let's take a look at your fun shot. Crasta. Now Stapleton. Good stuff here at Mossport. I love this track. Let's take a look at your final results. Hyatt, Young, Roush, the second Young, and Pritchard. The top 5. Good top 5 day by Brett Pritchard. Sky Commons 6th. Jones 7th. McGee 8th. Jeez Louise. McGee 8th. Harmon 9th. And Preston Ploward finishing the top 10 as Shelley's making a camera cameo there. 11th is Cole Deaver. 12th, Bobby Isaac. Good run there for the 96. Hello, Brendan Krast. Okay. 13th is Connor Meyer. 14th is Nathan Hudson. 15th is Shane Lake. 16th was John Arndt. 17th was Chris Darlington. 18th was Jim Jack. 19th was Jackson. 20th was RJ Bishop. 21st, Josh Cooley. 22nd, May. 23rd, Parker. 24th, Fitzwater. 25th, Erickson. Cody Erickson there in the 25th position. 26th, Nathan Stapleton. 27th, James Shelley. 28th, Johnny Gardner there in the 20th position. And there were 2 drivers who got out of this race. My apologies. We'll get to them in just a second. So see Benjamin Miles having the absolute terrible day he didn't want, but unfortunately happened for him with the pit road incident. And here are some of the drivers who did have that pit road incident, by the way, starting with Benjamin Miles, I believe. Then you have Brendan Crasta, Ember Ross, William Flickinger, Andrew Gorman, Zach Flickinger, Joanna Long. They were actually a lap down from that pit road incident. And then Jonathan Zorl and JT Bryant out with accidents. Now, I'll put these at the end of the video because there were an accident or two. We'll we'll put those in the end of the video for you as a little bonus coverage here on Fox. So we'll get that ready for you. But other than that, that's the first stint of the season in the trucks. Time for a 3-week bye for the NRSL Next Era Energy Truck Series. Remember, 3 weeks. 3 weeks off for the NRSL Next Era Energy Truck Series, as Dylan Young's channel will go to great places beyond. Some tracks that the trucks just won't run anything like open run. It's just not going to be good for the trucks. The next track I think we go to is Atlanta. I could be wrong. Could be right. I think it may be Talladega. Well, I'll honestly let you know when that is at the end of the video. And let's go take a look at those accidents that we didn't get to see in the broadcast. For the NRSL, I'm Warren Keith. This is a production of the NRSL on Fox. Also production of Dylan Young and Warren Keith. Final thoughts here from Mosport. Good race. Everyone had a pretty good run except for the pit road incidents. That is not my fault. That is a track glitch. Like I said, it's happened before in the Universal Orlando Cup Series. So it does happen time and time again. So let's go take a look at what brought out not the caution today. We didn't get to see a Bud Light caution, but we'll definitely go and see what the incidents were with Jonathan Zorlin and JT Bryant. Alright, this is the bonus coverage I was promising you. It wasn't an actual accident, but more or less just a big uproar of the whole pit road incident. Yeah, but these two drivers, Jonathan Zorlin and JT Bryant, they actually had enough damage to retire from this one. So just watch the 5 truck, as I pressed the wrong button. Watch the 5 truck here. He's going to come into the pits. See Hyatt, this is lap 10, by the way. When Benjamin Miles misses it, he hits the pits. Now JT Bryant comes in at the same time and hits the pits as well. And Ember Ross probably being the smartest AI I've ever seen in my life. Just sitting there. We'll take a look at that in a second. Beautiful job by the 46. And that, obviously, Benjamin Miles, poor guy. He tried everything to get to his pit stall. So let's go back and look at this again. But this time, check out this 46. We talked about it in the during the race. This was just after NRSL nonstop. About a lap after. So let's go back here. So it shows Dylan Young with damage. Okay, that's right. Where's Ember Ross? There it is, 46. Watch this. This is beautiful work by Ember Ross. Probably the smartest job I've ever seen. Look at this. Just sees the accident and goes, yeah, no, we're not doing this today. Let's just wait for it to clear up. Alright, that's good. Yeah, okay, we're going to miss the pits. Good job. Of course, it gets Ember Ross back, but just the ability to stop just got me during the broadcast. Other than that, that was it for that. These guys were behind way before this. I think they might have pitted a lap earlier. So other than that, as we'll just leave it with Benjamin Miles trying to get in the pit lane, I'm Warren Keith. See you later.